Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. On second down, it's Carson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now Newton forced out to his left. He's good. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
54, 20. Great.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton steps away to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Let him know.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
They'll find Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right here, right here. Express! Check right 54. Right 54. Let's get off the field, dude. Gun.
Throwing is Newton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, it's Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right.
Good
shit.
shit.
Not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 57. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 14. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Squeeze, double. 57.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go right there. Good job right there. Here we go. Come quick.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice one.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
20. It's been a long game. 20. Switch.
They snap it to Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. But it's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Shifts by him.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer?
Dude, jump up to that.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now it's Newton. He'll let this go. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
A gain of 12 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stop your whining.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Easy. Touch. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. We ain't giving up. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Still got 4 down. 54.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back up. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire time just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
See what you got. Check. Crunch. Hey! Switch.
Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You got it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check.
Their 48-yard line.
Flare. Check your hot read.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
Dude, that's so fucking dumb tackling.
Inside the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to it.
Oh, my God.
To escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Now it's Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19. 57, Mike 57.
Wilson will throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, he finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else.
Dude, pick the ball.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Dropped 2 easy fucking things.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Newton.
Get that shit out of here.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And able to find Green. Past the 20.
Just go in the end zone.
Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. Now they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Being chased out left.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, thank God.
He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to sling, but it's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 56 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the pass? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in after one. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. On the delay, here's Carson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wilson hits. It's out, fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They fake the give. Newton sliding out of the pocket. He's got Green. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Newton. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The sack there by Rasheem Green. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Check first. 8. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's pick it up.
To throw is Newton. This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Oh my God, you're a fucking pussy,
Olsen. But this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is it's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts the defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Dude, just fucking around the ball out.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Dude.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Newton's going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And